If you're living with diabetes, you've probably heard about omega-3s, but what if I told you that certain fish, high in omega-3 fatty acids, could actually help your cells respond better to insulin? Sounds unbelievable, right? A study published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that omega-3s can improve insulin sensitivity, especially in older adults. And here's the twist: not all fish are created equal. Some have the perfect fat profile to support diabetic health, while others might sabotage your progress. Can you guess which ones do more harm than good? Now, I know you've seen dozens of superfood claims online, but the fish we're talking about today isn't some trendy buzzword. It's been a staple in traditional Japanese diets for centuries. Japanese doctors frequently recommend it to diabetic patients, not just for its nutrient content, but because it's been linked to lower blood sugar spikes after meals. Imagine enjoying a delicious meal and still keeping your glucose levels steady. Isn't that what we're all looking for? Before we go any further, let me ask you something important. If you're enjoying this kind of content, where we go deep into practical, science-backed solutions for diabetes, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. If you're already part of this amazing community, thank you. Your support helps us keep bringing this life-changing information. And don't forget, every comment you leave helps others who are on the same journey. So let's grow together. Coming back to the science, omega-3s found in this particular fish have also been associated with reducing inflammation in blood vessels. Why is that crucial for diabetics? Because chronic inflammation is one of the key drivers behind diabetic complications, like neuropathy and cardiovascular disease. When you add this fish to your routine, you're not just managing sugar, you're actively protecting your heart and nerves too. It's like giving your body an extra layer of defense without relying on extra pills. And here's something even more fascinating. This fish is rich in EPA and DHA, two specific types of omega-3s that play a direct role in reducing liver fat. For type 2 diabetics, liver health often gets ignored, but fatty liver can worsen insulin resistance. Japanese guidelines often include this fish in diabetic meal plans exactly for that reason. It's not just healthy, it's strategic. Let's do something fun now. If you're still with me, I have a quick challenge for you. Comment down below with the phrase "clean fuel only" if you believe your food should actively heal your body. This small action shows you're serious about changing your health, and it inspires others too. Thank you for being here. You're not alone in this, and together we're creating a space where support and knowledge meet. So what's your experience with omega-3s? Have you ever tried adding fatty fish to your diet and noticed any changes in your energy, your glucose readings, or even your mood? Share it with us. And if you're not sure which fish to start with, don't worry. We're going to uncover the most recommended one in the next few minutes. Now you can join our channel's exclusive group. As a super member, you get priority responses. I'm notified and reply to you first. But if I were you, I'd go further. As a loyal member, you also get early access to videos before anyone else. Stay one step ahead and enjoy exclusive content firsthand. Don't miss out. Click now and become a member. You might not expect it, but one of the most powerful allies for diabetics is a small, often overlooked fish, the sardine. Yes, the same one many people ignore at the supermarket. But here's where it gets interesting. Research published in Clinical Nutrition showed that type 2 diabetics who consume sardines regularly had significantly improved insulin resistance, reduced inflammation, and more stable glucose levels. Why is such a small fish making such a big impact? It's the combination of omega-3s, calcium, and vitamin D, all in one natural package. Unlike larger fish that can accumulate toxins like mercury, sardines are low on the food chain, meaning they're safer for frequent consumption. That's a huge advantage, especially for seniors managing chronic conditions. Plus, sardines are incredibly rich in protein, which helps slow down the absorption of sugar in the bloodstream after meals. Ever notice how some meals spike your glucose while others leave you steady and energized? Protein plays a key role in that, and sardines deliver it without the saturated fat that can cause complications. And here's something most people don't realize. Sardines are naturally rich in coenzyme Q10, an antioxidant that supports cardiovascular health. Considering how heart disease and diabetes often walk hand in hand, adding a source of CoQ10 could be one of the smartest dietary moves you make. The Japanese Diabetic Association even includes sardines as a functional food in several regional dietary guides. Now ask yourself, are you ignoring a simple food that could be working overtime for your health? This is a good moment to pause and connect. If you're finding this valuable, Leave a comment below with the phrase "tiny but mighty." That way, I'll know you're committed to learning and transforming your health with every bite. Thank you for being part of this space. It means a lot to see people supporting each other. If you have questions, doubts, or even recipes with sardines, drop them in the comments too. We read everything, and someone in the community might be going through the same journey as you. Let me ask, would you rather take another supplement or just eat a delicious meal that already gives your body what it needs? That's the kind of choice sardines offer. Simple, accessible, and backed by science. No trendy superfood status here, just results. And if you're worried about the taste or texture, there are so many ways to prepare them. Grilled, in salads, or even mashed with a bit of lemon and olive oil. Also worth noting is that sardines contain high levels of calcium and phosphorus, which support bone density. For diabetic seniors, bone health can become a hidden issue due to complications like reduced absorption of key minerals. Sardines help fill that gap naturally. It's like nature wrapped all these health benefits into one affordable little fish, waiting for you to rediscover it. So here's a question to spark discussion. Have you ever included sardines in your diet? If yes, how do you prepare them? And if not, what stopped you? Feel free to ask for tips in the comments. We're a growing community where no one is left behind. Whether you're here to share, learn, or simply get inspired, you're welcome to speak up. Did you know that many dishes that seem healthy for diabetics can actually be dangerous? Discover the recipes that really work. Stop feeling limited or insecure in the kitchen. My book brings together delicious and easy recipes, specially created to keep your blood sugar under control and add more flavor to your life. I've already helped thousands of diabetics eat better, feel happier, and achieve a lighter life with my book. Every recipe has been tested and approved by those who understand the needs of people living with diabetes. Click the link in the first comment of this video now and get immediate access to the book that will transform your meals today. Let's talk about something that might surprise you. Not all proteins are equal when it comes to blood sugar. Some animal proteins, especially when processed or fatty, can trigger inflammation and mess with your glucose levels. But the right type of fish protein? That's a different story. Fish like sardines and mackerel provide high-quality protein that actually stabilizes blood sugar instead of causing a spike. Have you ever eaten a meal and felt that sudden crash an hour later? That probably wasn't fish on your plate. There's a fascinating study from Diabetes and Metabolism Journal showing that diabetic seniors who replaced red meat with oily fish had more stable post-meal glucose levels and improved A1C over 12 weeks. That's not a small difference. It's a life-changing shift. This protein is absorbed more slowly, reducing the glycemic load of meals and giving your body time to respond calmly. It's like giving your metabolism a gentle push instead of a roller coaster ride. Can your current lunch do that? Let me ask you something. When was the last time you actually felt full and satisfied after a healthy meal, without needing a snack an hour later? The type of protein in fish like mackerel doesn't just nourish your muscles and organs, it also keeps you full longer. That's a big deal for diabetics who need to avoid constant snacking, which often leads to more glucose swings. Fish protein is the kind that works with your body, not against it. Some people think eating healthy means sacrificing flavor and satisfaction, but have you ever tried grilled mackerel with a squeeze of fresh lemon and herbs? It's not just good for you, it's delicious. And it's this combination of satisfaction plus health benefits that makes certain fish such a smart choice. If you felt frustrated by bland, diabetic meals, maybe it's time to give real, nutrient-rich fish dishes a chance. You might end up loving what loves you back. Here's something I'd love your opinion on. What's your favorite way to get protein in your diet? And have you tried replacing other meats with fish for a few days to see how your body reacts? Take a moment and comment with your answer. Or just write protein with purpose if you're ready to upgrade your meals with intention. Thank you again for being here, and don't hesitate to ask for help in the comments. We're building a space where everyone learns and wins together. It's worth noting that the amino acids in these fish also support muscle retention, which becomes increasingly important with age. Diabetics over 60 often face muscle loss due to insulin resistance and poor absorption of nutrients, but fish protein, especially when combined with gentle movement or resistance training, can help preserve lean mass. And muscle isn't just for strength, it also plays a vital role in glucose uptake. More muscle means better blood sugar control. Makes you think twice about skipping the fish, doesn't it? So now you know it's not just about eating fish, It's about choosing the ones that give you high-value protein without the metabolic stress. Let this sink in. With a single change in your protein source, you could start sleeping better, feeling more energized, and keeping your glucose in check. Have you ever underestimated the power of your plate? There's something fascinating about the Japanese lifestyle, especially their ability to live long, active lives with low rates of diabetes-related complications. But what's their secret? One major factor is their traditional diet, rich in nutrient-dense fish. A study published in The Lancet revealed that older adults in Japan who consumed oily fish regularly had lower fasting glucose levels and reduced insulin resistance. Coincidence? Not when you see the pattern repeated across entire generations. In Japan, meals are built around the concept of balance between flavor, energy, and nourishment, and one of the most frequently served items is grilled or steamed fish, particularly varieties like sardine, mackerel, and salmon. These aren't just cultural preferences. They're carefully chosen for their metabolic benefits. Think about that. While many in the West reach for sugar-loaded snacks, Japanese seniors reach for fish that literally feeds their health. What would happen if we made that same shift in our kitchens? Let me share something curious. Japanese doctors don't just treat diabetes with medication. They often prescribe food routines tailored to the patient's age and condition, and fish plays a starring role in nearly every plan. It's not about restriction, it's about smart inclusion. Imagine going to a doctor who says, "Eat this specific fish 3 times a week and you'll lower your A1C naturally." Would you follow that advice? Maybe it's time we started thinking that way too. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever tried any Japanese-inspired meals at home, or maybe visited a Japanese restaurant and felt different afterward, lighter, more energetic? Share your experience in the comments or just write "Inspired by Japan" if you're curious to bring a bit of that wisdom into your routine. Thank you for being part of this conversation. Here, you're always encouraged to share, ask, and support others in their health journey. Traditional Japanese fish dishes are often prepared with minimal oil, lots of herbs, and natural fermentation. That combination is powerful for diabetics. Fermented elements like miso or pickled veggies paired with fish can enhance gut health, something many diabetics overlook. And your gut, believe it or not, plays a huge role in how your body regulates blood sugar. Want to improve your diabetes naturally? Start with your gut, and fish can help. Another reason Japanese fish meals are so effective is the portion control. It's not about eating large quantities, but rather getting high nutritional value in small servings. A modest piece of grilled fish, served with vegetables and a fermented side, offers more healing potential than many diabetic-friendly processed foods marketed in the West. It's simple, it's clean, and it's worked for centuries. Sometimes the answers are already proven. We just need to return to them. So tell me, does the Japanese approach resonate with you? Would you consider adopting some of these meal habits into your routine? You don't have to go full sushi chef overnight. Just start small. 1 fish meal a week, then 2, then your body starts to speak a new language. Are you listening? Have you ever thought of food as a shield, something that literally protects your body from silent, dangerous damage? For diabetics, chronic inflammation is one of the most underestimated enemies. It doesn't always show symptoms, but it's quietly damaging nerves, blood vessels, and organs over time. The good news? Some fish are loaded with natural anti-inflammatory compounds, particularly EPA and DHA, that can act as daily protection. Sounds like a fantasy? It's not. It's backed by science and used in medical guidelines in Japan. A large-scale review published in Nutrients Journal found that patients with type 2 diabetes who consumed oily fish at least 3 times a week had significantly lower markers of inflammation, including C-reactive protein, CRP. That's important because high CRP levels are linked to heart attacks, kidney damage, and diabetic retinopathy. In simpler terms, less inflammation equals fewer complications. If you could reduce those risks by simply adjusting what's on your plate, would you? Here's where it gets interesting. While supplements can help, studies show that consuming EPA and DHA from whole fish is more effective than capsules. Your body absorbs these nutrients better in their natural form, especially when paired with other compounds found in fish like selenium and vitamin B12. Together, they act like a team, fighting inflammation and improving how your cells respond to insulin. It's not magic, it's synergy, and it's available in your local market, not just in a pharmacy. This is a great moment to ask for your voice. Have you ever noticed changes in your body when you eat more clean, whole foods and less processed stuff? Comment down below with "Shield my body." if you're ready to use food as your strongest form of defense. I want to thank you for being part of this journey. Your comment could be the encouragement someone else needs to finally take action. And if you have questions, don't hold back. This is a space where everyone supports everyone. Another key benefit of these fish: they support vascular health. And for diabetics, that's critical. Damaged blood vessels can lead to complications in the eyes, kidneys, and limbs. But the omega-3s in fish help keep blood flowing smoothly and prevent hardening of the arteries. Think about that. Every time you enjoy a serving of grilled sardines or mackerel, you're not just eating, you're strengthening your circulatory system. There's more. These anti-inflammatory benefits also extend to the brain. Diabetics have a higher risk of cognitive decline, and inflammation is a major contributor. But omega-3 rich fish have been linked to better memory, mood stability, and reduced brain fog. One study even found that seniors who ate oily fish regularly had a 20% lower risk of developing Alzheimer's. That's not something you want to ignore, especially if you value independence and clarity as you age. So here's a final question for this section. Are you eating to fuel the inflammations or to fight it? That one choice, what you put on your plate, has more power than you think. And with everything we've talked about, the answer is literally swimming right in front of you. Which side of the fight are you choosing today? One final but crucial angle we need to cover is sustainability. Because what good is a miracle food if it's not affordable, accessible, or sustainable in the long run? The fish most recommended by Japanese doctors, like sardines and mackerel, aren't just nutrient-dense, they're also some of the most sustainable and low-cost protein sources available. This makes them perfect for diabetics looking to manage health without straining the budget. After all, what's the point of a healthy habit if you can't stick to it? Think about how many people are overwhelmed by the cost of supplements, glucose monitors, or special foods. But a simple can of sardines or a fillet of mackerel, that's something most people can afford weekly. And despite the low price, the health return is massive. You're getting protein, omega-3s, vitamin D, calcium, selenium, and even CoQ10, all from one source. That's the kind of return on investment that your body and your wallet both appreciate. But let's go even deeper. These fish also support environmental health. Unlike overfished species or heavily farmed meats, sardines and mackerel reproduce quickly and don't require heavy resource inputs. Choosing them over red meat even reduces your carbon footprint. You're not just healing your body, you're making a choice that helps the planet. Powerful, right? So why not let your meals reflect the kind of future you want to see? I want to invite you to share this vision. If the idea of healing yourself while helping the world inspires you, drop a comment with "healthy and responsible." Let's show the world that small actions like choosing the right fish can ripple into big results. And remember, if you're ever confused about what to eat or how to adapt these tips to your daily life, we're here to help. Ask your questions below. We respond and this community listens. And here's something I love. People often discover new strength when they simplify, when they stop chasing complex regimens and start focusing on what really works. For many diabetics, this fish-centered approach is that breakthrough. Simple, sustainable, delicious. No extreme diets. No pills that make you feel worse than the condition you're trying to manage. Just a clean, science-backed choice that fits right onto your plate. If you've been stuck wondering what to change in your routine, start with one meal, just one. Swap a processed dinner or red meat lunch for grilled sardines with veggies. Notice how you feel afterward. Energy, digestion, glucose levels, even mood. This small shift might be the foundation for something much bigger, a lifestyle you can sustain and enjoy. So now the question becomes, will you try it? Will you give your body the fuel it needs and deserves? And if you already do, how has that changed your health journey? Let us know below. We're a community of support, solutions, and honest conversations, and your voice matters more than you think. And hey, before you go planning your next meal, I've got something even more powerful waiting for you. I'm leaving a video on the screen right now that dives into specific foods that can completely shift the way your body handles blood sugar. Most people have never even heard of the tip we reveal in the first 60 seconds, and trust me, if you miss that, you're missing a golden opportunity to take back control of your health. If today's video made you think differently, the next one will make you act differently. Go ahead and click it now. Don't wait. Every second you delay, you might be missing out on the piece that finally connects the dots for you. See you there.